dismissed every accomplishment I've made. You've talked about my father. Well, you call me an entitled millennial, I call you a carny succubus, because the dirty secret about you, the dirty secret is you need this generation more than it needs
What up,
you.
y'all? It's KMB, the Sexy Ninja, and the place to be for a Paper Saber universe, and this is the New World Podcast. Brother, we're talking about WrestleMania weekend 2025. Everything that went on, man. From Stand and Deliver, we're just going to cover things here and there. I'll be breaking down the WrestleMania show a little bit more than Stand and Deliver. Stand and Deliver was good. I really did enjoy myself. Ricky Saints, and Ethan Page had a great one, man. There's a really great spot where Ricky just went, pow! And I'm glad that Sol Ruca is our new North American champion. I really wanted that for her because I do like Sol Ruca. I'm glad that Oba Femi retained because at first I was like, what if Javon Evans won? But after Oba retained, I was like, you know what? I'm all for that. I believe Stephanie retained, if I remember right in my notes. So much going on this weekend, man, in Las Vegas. Big shows. But Stand and Deliver, I did enjoy. I really did enjoy it. It's just always a fun show. Things going forward. I'm excited to see what we do here in Vegas on Tuesday with NXT. Then we got Monday Night Raw tonight. Lots of controversy coming from this WrestleMania. But overall, Stand and Deliver, 5 out of 5, man. I really enjoyed the show. The family in Dark State. Stax' turns on Tony. That was insane. So lots of crazy stuff came out of Stand and Deliver, and we'll see what happens. But I really want to talk about WrestleMania now. Let's go to night 1 of WrestleMania. So I really want to talk about the last thing, but let's talk about WrestleMania night 1, okay? Pat, Cole, and Wade are on commentary. Wade making his WrestleMania debut as a commentator, which is awesome. We started off with the World Heavyweight Championship with Gunther and Jey Uso. Oh, my goodness. I've never seen 60,000 people go yeet. Yeet. Man, that was awesome, dude. I was so happy for Jey. And this match was back and forth, a battle. Jey not standing down. He's taking on Gunther head on. This was an awesome, awesome match to start the show. Almost became my match of the night. Jey took him out, and it's funny as I saw people get mad about Gunther tapping out so fast to Jey Uso. Didn't expect that. I enjoyed it. He splashed him a couple times and then threw the back and whatnot. Gunther's in pain, so Jey took that advantage, and then he got the 1, 2, 3, winning that World Heavyweight Championship. Not a surprise to most because we knew Jey Uso was going to be our World Heavyweight Champion at some point, and I'm glad he did, and I'm glad we got the yeet. I'm glad we got the moment. We got his brother that came out there, Jimmy, and we celebrated. And they made him walk those stairs again, even though he walked right down them. But Jey Uso's our champion. Yeet. I enjoyed it. I really thought the finish was good for Jey Uso versus Gunther, and I got to give it up to Gunther for giving Jey his flowers as the ring general can. Then we go into our tag team championship match here, the New Day versus the War Raiders. It was okay. I was more excited about the New Day getting the win. But I don't know, this whole weekend I was expecting more, just from little things. I was thinking a Big E moment, trying to help the War Raiders retain their championships, or Big E not turning on the War Raiders, but helping the New Day. He found his way back into their hearts and whatnot by being a bad guy as well, but we all know that can't happen. So I was expecting something, but no, it was a quick dirty win of the New Day, and the War Raiders lost their championships, but I'm glad that New Day are the new tag team champions. They needed something. Like the Street Profits winning their championships. They needed something. Naomi versus Jade. Jade looking fantastic in this match. Naomi looking great as well. But Jade Cargill gets the win over Naomi. I didn't expect much from this. I knew it was going to be fun, back and forth, but I was like, Jade's going to win this match, right? Jade's going to win. And then we go right into, let's see, where am I at? I'm sorry, my notes is all over the place. We go to Jacob Fatu versus LA Knight. I really enjoyed this match, and I'm wearing my all gas, no brakes Jacob Fatu shirt, and he is our new United States champion. Oh, how it feels so right. It feels so right. Yeah, this, Jacob Fatu winning. And it was funny, as I saw this one person, this company's terrible. What did you think was going to happen with LA Knight and Jacob Fatu, the Samoan werewolf? I knew he was walking out with gold. I knew it. And so he did. And that's why I'm representing my Jacob Fatu right now, because I'm like, I love you, Jacob. Oh, our new U.S. champ. Can't wait to see him come out with that championship on SmackDown, because he deserves it. What do we do now with him and LA Knight? Does LA Knight go back to the bottom, or does he work his way up now to a heavyweight championship match, world championship match, something next for LA Knight? But Jacob Fatu, this was the step in the right direction. The big announcement was WWE has bought AAA, and in doing so, Vikingo, I love this man. It was there at WrestleMania. I was so happy about this. I mean, I was very happy about this. I was like, I love this guy so much, man. But he was showing in the crowd. I got excited. My wife's like, who's he? I was like, just wait. This guy is super talented. He's small, but man, he packs a punch like no other. Vikingo, welcome. Then we have El Grande Americano versus Rey Mysterio. Rey was not able to compete in this match, but Rey Fenix was. But Rey Fenix here, debuting at WrestleMania. Well, he already had his debut, but his first WrestleMania? My goodness, this just felt like a kick in the balls to Tony Khan. It's like, look at this. Penta's on the next show. It was night 2. Rey Fenix is here against El Grande Americano. But El Grande Americano got the win over Rey Fenix. But that's okay. I believe El Grande Americano wanted to make Chad proud. I believe that very much. Very much. We go into the Women's World Championship, WWE Championship, Tiffany Stratton versus Charlotte. Not what I expected. I expected more. I really did. I was expecting a Charlotte and Rhea level, like when they went at WrestleMania Hollywood 39. I was expecting that level of a match, but no. It was a good back and forth between. It was a little bit of a letdown, in my opinion. But Tiffany got the win over Charlotte, and yeah. So tell me what you thought of that. Like, I thought it was going to be more. Especially with Charlotte being a ring general in her own way, and Tiffany being talented as she is. I really expected more from this match. That's all. Now the main event, Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins versus CM Punk, and Paul Heyman's in his corner. Man, you talk about a badass way to end WrestleMania. You started off strong. We end this show strong for night 1. Talk about back and forth, teasing of the Shield, and the best part was Paul. He had a chair, and after everyone was down, talk about crazy combinations, tables, everything. And Roman just breaking tables, slamming Punk into one, slamming Seth into one. But at the end of the day, Paul made his decision. He gave the chair to Punk. Then he hit Punk in the balls. Then Roman was happy, and Paul teased up Seth Rollins. He's like, look, my tribal chief. There you go. That's him. Go ahead. Put a finish to Seth Rollins. And Roman says, okay. But Paul hits Roman in the balls. Yep. I was like, hot damn. Paul Heyman has turned on Punk and Roman the same night, and he helps Rollins. He's now... Paul's now in Seth Rollins' corner, and we all talked about this. He needed this. Seth Rollins, like Punk losing, Roman losing, really doesn't hurt them. If Seth loses, it hurts him, but this was the right choice. It was set up so well, a cinematic ending, and Seth Rollins pinning Roman Reigns. Hasn't pinned CM Punk, but he pinned Roman Reigns. So the story will continue. A lot of things going on. But, man, that was night one of WrestleMania. My match of the night is the main event itself. Roman versus Rollins versus Punk. I thought the ending was spectacular. Moment of the night was Jey Uso being with Jimmy and celebrating that World Championship win. Now, night two. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Cole, Pat, Wade still in commentary. They tell us that there's 63,226 fans in attendance. There's 61,000 or something like that the first. And then they combined them, which I find kind of silly, combining both nights, because I'm like, it's still all the same people. But they have a bunch of celebrities, a lot of comedians from Netflix. But let's just jump into night two, okay? Let's get to the big moment at the end of this that just pissed me the f*** off, okay? All right, we start this thing off with Stephanie being like, welcome, WrestleMania. Woo. And we started off with my match of the night. I'm going to get that out of the way right now. The Women's World Championship. Io Sky versus Rhea Ripley versus Bianca. I didn't want Bianca or Rhea to win. I wanted Bianca to turn at some point, a heel turn. And like I said, there was just something about WrestleMania. I was expecting a little bit more when it came to these matches. Something, oh my God, wait, what? You know, like what happened with Paul turning on Roman and Punk. I was expecting Bianca to go full heel here. But that wasn't the case. But these women, these three, put on one badass match, and it was freaking awesome. I just watched it again with my buddy Doug, and he was like, damn, that was awesome. I was like, I know, right? And Io, she retains, and both of us were very happy about Io retaining that championship, because I did not want her to lose it, because I know Io Sky is a good champion, and they said it on commentary that she should not be slept on anymore. Nah. Good old Io Sky, my champion, but we set up some beef between Rhea and Bianca, so we're going to see what happens there as we move forward. And we still have Monday Night Raw tonight. A lot of things going on. But, man, what a way to start the show. Awesome way to start the show, man, with this match. And it was a banger, folks. Whew. Then we go into the Sin City Street Fight. Damian Priest versus Drew McIntyre. I enjoyed this. It was a back-and-forth battle. But Drew got the win. Drew got the upper hand. And I'm really glad that Drew McIntyre's got a W. Finally, something for Drew. No offense to Damian, but these two went to war in this Sin City Street Fight. Nothing crazy. We just have tables and chairs and steps and everything like that, as you would expect. I'm glad they didn't add no, like, Las Vegas-y things around the ring and whatnot. It was just a street fight between these two who hate each other, but Drew got the win. Now we go into my second match of the night, the Intercontinental Championship on the line. Penta versus Finn versus Dom versus Braun Breaker. Oh, I really enjoyed this match, man. You can't go wrong with the Fatal 4-Way, especially for the Intercontinental Championship. You talk about a back-and-forth storytelling. Finn finally turning on Dom, because Dom was going to hit him with a 6'9", but that crowd wanted Dom. They wanted Dominic Mysterio. You can hear them popping for him, yelling for Dom. And it was just back and forth, and then Finn got Braun, because he hit Dom the rope, and Dom fell on his nuts, and he was like, oh my God, my balls. But as Finn got the coup de grace on Braun Breaker, here comes Dominic Mysterio flying off the top rope, and boom, taking out these two before the final count of 1, 2, 3. And then he pins Finn for 1, 2, 3. We have a new Intercontinental Champion, and that is Dominic Mysterio. You talk about a pop. Yeah, and my wife popped, because we just, like, she loves Dominic Mysterio. And I was like, whoa, I wanted Penta to win, but I guess I'm cool with this. This is really awesome. All right, I guess I'll be cool with this. But setting up a lot of things, and Dominic Mysterio, rightfully so, has earned his first Intercontinental Championship. I believe his first singles championship, because, yes, he has been tag team, but his first singles. And just shout out to Dominic Mysterio for that. That was awesome. This Fatal 4-Way was awesome. Then we go right into Randy Orton. He comes out. He says, who am I going to face? Who's going to be answering my open challenge? Who? Say his name and he'll appear. Or he will appear. I messed up the lyrics. But I believe in Joe Hendry. Bum, bum. Joe Hendry comes out. The TNA champion to take on Randy Orton. And Randy's like, oh, okay. Let's go, then. Let's go, then. And, of course, Randy got the win. But it was nice to see Joe Hendry get some love, and everyone waved their hands in the air and everything like that. And Randy got him with the RKO with the one. Then it was a cool way he got the like Joe was going to do his little twist to the camera. Then he did it in mid-match. And then all of a sudden, RKO. 1, 2, 3. He's like, come on, Joe. Look at everyone. Show love to Joe. Show love to Joe. And boom, another RKO to Joe Hendry. And Randy's like, yep, this is my ring, bitch. 20 years. Next match, AJ Styles versus Logan Paul. I did not like this match. I mainly on commentary. Commentary is like, oh my God, Logan Paul, so good. It's so good. That's 5 stars. I'm just like, shut up. It was annoying. Anything Logan Paul did, man, they put over like it was fucking gold and sunshine and a rainbow fart. I don't know, man. It was just, then you had, Jeff, whatever, like, how many times do we have Logan Paul's people interfere? Karrion Kross comes out, causing us, distraction enough for AJ. And there's this stupid freaking brass knuckles, and then Logan winning. And I was just like, all right. I think AJ Styles should have won this match, but whatever. Logan Paul's going to be Logan Paul, and he's a moneymaker, I guess. And Triple H is still going to book him to win these matches. I just didn't care for this match whatsoever. It was boring. Logan really didn't do anything crazy in it. He had his little drone thing, but yeah, I did not care for this match. And fuck Jeff. That's right. This needs to be on a t-shirt. All right, now the Women's Tag Team Championships on the line. As soon as they said Bayley was out, who's going to be tag teaming with Lyra against Raquel and Liv, who are the champions? I was like, it has to be Becky. And I was like, no, it can't be. It has to be someone. No, it has to be Becky. And yes, it was. The man is back. The man has come back around. And I automatically knew, seeing Becky, we're going to have new tag team champions. And, she has her beef with Liv. It was a fun match for what it was. Nothing too crazy or spectacular. But Becky and Lyra got the win. And I was like, yeah, kind of expected that. When you bring Becky Lynch back, she's going to get a championship because that's what she does. Like, remember what happened to Bianca? Was it SummerSlam? Yeah. So, like I said, it was cool for what it was. I'm happy Becky's back, so we'll see what happens on Monday Night Raw. Now, let's see. We got that. What's next? What's next on my list? Oh, Stone Cold coming out on a little, his little four-wheeler or whatever to give us the attendance and accidentally hitting a wall and hitting a lady who kind of fell back, was like, Stone Cold almost took her out. We should check his blood alcohol, make sure, Steve Weisers he was having there, his Broken Skull IPAs. That was fun. Let's see. Now, okay. Yeah, here we go. The undisputed WWE Championship match. Cody Rhodes versus John Cena. I'm not going to lie here, folks. I'm going to say this right now, then we'll talk about it. Fuck this match. Fuck this match. Cena was trying to wrestle a lot slower, wrestle as a heel. God, man. I was expecting so much more. I was expecting a big brawl, and I think we're so spoiled from what happened in WrestleMania 40. And just the way they made Cody look throughout this thing, and it just... Then Travis Scott, for fuck's sake, how long he took to get to the ring and come in, I just like, Cody, just beat his ass, give him his receipt. The man broke your eardrum. No, then Travis Scott pulled the ref at one point. And then John, in the finish of this match, I hated more than I was like steaming in my chair of just being pissed the fuck off. And all of a sudden, here comes the belt, and Cody catches it. And I'm like, all right, John, kick him in the balls. And then Cody wrestles the belt away, and he's about to hit him with that belt. And John's like, please, are you going to be a good guy, Cody? Or a bad guy? I'm thinking that kind of commentary is setting up something maybe down the road with Cody being like, yo, being a good guy got me nowhere, but being a bad guy can get me everywhere. But man, and then Cena kicked him in the balls. Hit him with the belt. Gets the ref, and I'm screaming at the TV, kick out. Please kick out. 1, 2, 3, 17-time world champion John Cena, ruining wrestling for everybody. I lost my shit. I'm not gonna lie. I was fucking pissed. I was like, I flipped off the TV. I said, oh my God, why? Well, John's doing a great job then if he pissed you off. Well, fuck him and fuck Travis Scott. Oh, this is probably my on the bottom level of least favorite Cody Rhodes matches, and making Cody Rhodes look that bad. Now I'm interested. I'm interested on the how are we gonna get Cody back to his glory? Is Cody gonna go away for a little bit? Now we're on the summer tour of John Cena to have that championship until someone can dethrone him. Oh God, I hated everything about this match. Everything. And the Travis Scott thing, no Rock. Like, what the fuck? Like, what? We haven't seen this man since Elimination Chamber. He was bringing himself part of the story. Brought on Travis Scott and all this. Oh, my God. This tanked my WrestleMania night. I was on such a great high. And this match alone sucked the wind out of me of like, wow, we've been on a really great track record. Tony Khan should be doing some flips right now of how happy he is, how much of this was just garbage. John Cena's champ, stupid press conference. Now everybody, you're going to watch Monday Night Raw, how I'm going to ruin wrestling. And the crowd cheering for John, treating Cody the way they did. I'm just like, I'm not mad that the match, everything was just garbage. I'm not really pissed at Cena for winning the 17th championship. If The Rock was involved, I wouldn't be as mad. I wouldn't have been as mad. But okay, yeah, The Rock screwed Cody over. Okay, now we got to see Cody rise and take out The Rock and Cena. No, it was just Travis Scott, which was bullshit. Like, and then when Cody took him out and kick him out of the ring, I was just like, ugh. I give the whole show 4 out of 5. But just this main event alone is probably one of my worst main events that I've ever watched. And that's as a Cody fan, that's as a Cena fan. I hated this so much. And I give the match itself a 1. 1 out of fucking a billion. This was the low point of the night. And this is how you end WrestleMania weekend. Oh my gosh.
So, I'll give you one. Tune into Monday Night Raw to see how I ruin wrestling. And keep in mind, you are now talking to the last real champion.